Mental health is a life sentence without parole. Too many of us carry invisible wounds, trauma, loss, shame, and silence. I created the Crawl, Walk, Run podcast to break that silence, to give a voice to the voiceless. This is not just a show. It is a platform, a place where authors, veterans, first responders, survivors, and everyday people can share their truth without fear of judgment. We crawl through the darkness. We walk toward healing, and we run into purpose. Together, we will build this community. This podcast is about resilience, about stories that matter, and about reminding the world that your voice could save someone's life. I'm your host, ThE, and this is Crawl, Walk, Run.
Her name is Isabel Stevens. She is the daughter of William and Kelly Stevens from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. She came into this world on June 15, 2007, and from that day to today she has made a lasting impact not just with her family but with her friends, her community, and on social media. Not your normal bio trailer, cause this is not just an ordinary guest. This is the youngest guest that has been on the podcast and does not openly speak about the subjects that we will talk about today. From Barbie dolls, a mini soccer player, pageants, gymnastics, local competitive cheer to top tier, competitive cheer, multi-time, world champion, now competitive coach for competitive cheerleading and cosmetologist. She is the epitome of crawl, walk, run, coach, teach, mentor. Not your normal outspoken wannabe in the light to be famous type of teenager. She is a quiet one who walks to walk, talk to talk, and can run the run if she is put to the test. Her story is being told for the very first time. This is definitely not a marketing or sales pitch. This is to educate service members that are transitioning out of the military that once you take off that uniform, you are not a soldier no more, you don't have rank no more, and you're not on the battlefield, and your family is not the enemy. If your children have a dream, don't stand in the way of that dream, make that dream become a reality. Your child could be the one who carries on your legacy. Dreams become reality. There is no script. There was no communication prior to this. This is raw. This is real with no edit. A mirror and two sides of the story of the broken mirror, a bond that was once broken in the past and now today, a father with his daughter telling the world the truth and mental pain and silence. There is hope, people cherish every moment you have, it could be your last. What is your short-time goal? What is your long-term goal? Isabel Stevens. Izzy.
I have story time with ThE, and I don't know what else could happen today. I really don't. This is season 3, episode 25, the final season episode for season 3. And then we move in to a hiatus, and then in October we start season 4. So I just want to give you a disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. Unfortunately, I'd not bring my daughter on here today. What parent is going to force their child to come on a podcast and talk about trauma they went through? So it started out with 17 questions, and now we're down to 9 questions. I ran these questions through my daughter. These are the questions she answered. Some of them are very emotional, and all this is to help people out there that are struggling as parents. When you become new parents, dealing with small children, eventually become teenagers, and now my daughter is a young adult at 19. So also I would say this protects the rights, because my daughter is a competitive coach for a very, very well-known competitive cheer team, and I'm sure they have like public relations and stuff, and it wouldn't go cool with her saying who she cheered for or who she coaches for. So to protect the identity of them and to protect the identity of my daughter, a lot of y'all know why I'm doing this interview. So you have to bear with me, because I've only went through the questions one time and I may get emotional. So the only thing you're going to see for now on is the icon of my daughter. So why are we doing this? Because I wrote this book, The Broken Mirror, along with The Mirror, The Broken Mirror, No Filter, and now all 3 books are combined into one called The Reflection Series, Legacy Edition. But why did I write this book at, the age I did, and in 2024, where I was suicidal, that I didn't tell a lot of people, but I started my journey because I needed to educate people and try to start, this journey. So I wanted to let you all know that it's not about selling the book. It's about the message inside the book for transitioning military, self-help, and personal development. So it is a 4-time literary award-winning book and a 2-time Amazon bestseller. And I've taken some stuff out of here and ran the questions through my daughter. So hopefully you get something out of this. Hopefully one person gets something out of this. But yeah, I'm sorry that she couldn't be on here today, but her spirit is here. And this will be ran through my daughter for approval. So bear with me, all right? So like always, I bring people on my podcast and I ask them, what is the definition of crawl, walk, run mean to them? So my daughter said, crawl, walk, run means to her finding your path. I tried soccer and pageants, and before I found cheerleading, that led me to become a 2-time world champion. And today I coach others as they chase their dreams. Now I'm starting my next journey as a cosmetologist. Don't give up. You never know where your path will lead you. So the last couple questions, I ran them through her, and this is what a child says about her parent growing up. So a lot of you don't know that my daughter left home at age 13 because she tried to pursue or was focusing on pursuing a dream in cheerleading. So I asked her, what was it like leaving home at age 13 to chase your dream as a competitive cheerleader? Leaving home at age 13 was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I felt like not many people believed in me or what I have become. Not even you, Dad. Then someone took me under their wing. They believed in me and they gave me a chance to grow. That changed my life. That helped me become a world champion, a coach, and now starting my career as a cosmetologist sometimes it takes one person to believe in you. What was it like growing up after your dad retired from the Army? Growing up between my mom and dad was very confusing at times. They argued a lot, and sometimes it felt like my dad didn't believe in things that I wanted to do. But after the divorce, things slowly started to change. My dad and I began to spending more time together, communicating better, and over the years, we've grown a lot closer. Do you think talking about mental health helps families understand each other better? I think everyone has a story, and sometimes people are afraid to tell it. When families are willing to listen instead of judge, that's what healing can begin. Nobody's family is perfect, but having honest conversations can help people understand each other a little better. What would you tell another military child about growing up in the military family? I would tell them, hang in there. It isn't always easy growing up in a military family, but don't keep everything bottled up. Talk to someone you trust and don't give up on your family because things can get better. How would you describe your relationship with me today? We are a lot closer today than we used to be. We don't talk on the phone much. Sometimes it's just quick texts, an emoji here, an emoji there. I love you, Dad. I still know my parents are there for me when I need them, but I'm also learning how to be an independent adult and live on my own. I think that's just a part of growing up. What do you think has changed the most between us over the years? I think everything started to change after my dad and my mom got divorced. My dad was different, but he never stopped being my dad. He taught me how to drive when I was 14. Even though I knew I could test his patience sometimes, he was always honest about me and life. Later, he gave up traveling and helping veterans to be closer to my mom and me when we needed him. We still have our moments, good and bad days, but we don't argue like we used to. I know he loves me, and I know he'll always be there for me. I guess I'm still his little girl sometimes. Is there anything you wish you and I would have understood about each other sooner? I was too young to understand everything that my dad had been through. I just knew that he was angry sometimes and slept a lot. I didn't know why. As I got older, I started to understand him better and his anger and what he thought about the world. And I think that he started to understand me better too. That's what brought us closer. So I'm going to go to a commercial break, and I'm going to show this very emotional video of my daughter.
no way out. Heartbeat pure when the bass come down. Hands up, lights out, whole room spin. Run it back, yeah, we locked in. Locked in, no delay. Mind gon' numb, with the body stay. No sleep, no rest. Just one thing, play it again. Yeah, we locked in. Put shit in my chest till I breathe. World too loud, but I hear the beat. Eyes red glow when the night get deep. Lost my fear when I lost my CB. No rules left, just instinct. Got past, move fast, can't blink. Crowd jump, wanna kick it hard. Brain on fire, I think it sparks. Say less, move quick, dark flame. Same look run through my veins. If I fall, let the sound pull me. If I die, let the bass kill me. Locked in, no way out. Heartbeat pump, when the bass come down. Hands up, lights out. Whole room spin. Run it back. Yeah, we locked in. Locked in, no delay. Mind gon' numb, but the body stay. No sleep, no rest.
So I have two more questions. So this is the kind of music like my daughter grew up to as a kid. And just for fun, if you had to describe these three artists, what would you say about them? And, I learned when your child drives a vehicle, they take control of the radio and you have no control over that. So first it's Michael Jackson. When she went to Hollywood as a pageant girl and a cheerleader, she got to stand by the iconic Michael Jackson star, Hollywood star. So icon. And then we all grew up with Madonna, and my daughter said that she's the true material girl. And then Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga has her way of doing things, and my daughter is so into Lady Gaga. And one word that would describe Lady Gaga would be diversity. So as we close the interview, if you could leave anyone watching with the one message of hope, what would it be? And this is her closing statement. Don't let your situation decide your future. I grew up in a family that struggled, and there were times when things weren't easy, but I never gave up on my dream, and I was able to make it come true by becoming a two-time world champion. If I could do it, so could you. Just keep believing in yourself and don't stop chasing your dreams. So I am Storytime with ThE. This has been episode 25 of the Crawl, Walk, Run podcast. I hope at least somebody out there got something out of this little podcast today. And for all my military friends, some people can't watch the podcast. So when I download it, I'm going to record the audio and blast it out. So bigger and better, right? In the future, we have season 4 coming up. And I would always say, if your children have a dream, don't stand in their way, because you could be the one that stops that dream. Some of us couldn't dream. Some of us got out of the military and were broken. Some of our children don't even have parents anymore. Some of them couldn't stand the situation at home. And even the child is not even here today to talk about it. So I wanted to thank my daughter for answering these questions. I really wish she would have been here, but the hell that I've been through today here recording 2 or 3 times, I think my daughter would have had an absolute cow. But believe in your kids. You don't know if you're going to live today or tomorrow. So as I close, I want to give you a sneak peek of a trailer, of the ending trailer for Crawl, Walk, Run season 4. And then I close Mental Health is a Life Sentence Without Parole. It's been a rough journey with my kid, I'll tell you. And we're still not where I want to be. But I will tell you this. If she ever asked me to give all this up, the podcasting, the veteran reach out to come down to Florida and get a VA loan and have her have a little cosmetology studio where she could do hair and stuff, I would give all that shit up in a heartbeat, man. I would be like there until the day I die. Me, the dog, living in the back room, being the security for her. I love my kid to death. And like I said, man, sometimes you got to give up everything as a parent to be successful for your children. So I hope at least one thing I said on my podcast this whole season resonated with some people. Always remember you should have a disclaimer when you talk about mental health or just shit going on in the world. So I wanted to thank all my friends from all the platforms that believe in me and have been through the journey with me and my kid. So love, peace, and joy. I am Storytime with ThE, and I hope to see you in the future.
Listen. This is not motivation.
Crawl.
We crawl through the pain.
This is activation.
Walk. We walk in silence. Run.
Fear. No doubt. No excuses. You showed up. Now finish it. Push. Pull. Lift. Breathe. Again.
This season
Of the Crawl, Walk, Run podcast. We go bigger. We go better.
we go deeper.
No limit.
Crawl, Walk, Run has been brought to you by Storytime with ThE. And speaking for the once in silence, we are the voice of the unheard. If you have a story, please reach out. Till next time.